boxes are you interested in taking? How about lunch, recess? I'll take art too if I don't have to draw, and I'll also take gym if I don't have to run. What up, y'all? Nicole here, and the goals help you thrive during college. And this is your freshman survival guide. 21 tips, 21 videos, 21 days. Let's get it. I'm not tired yet. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to register for your classes. Now, as an incoming college freshman, you may have no idea about the whole registration process. How do I register for classes? How do I know what classes to register for? And who do I talk to? So I got you. Keep watching. Registering for classes is really simple. As long as you are prepared, meaning you know what classes you need to register for, and you're on time and not procrastinating, you are A-okay. Oh, you want to make sure that you pay for the semester as well. Being dropped from classes because you didn't pay for the semester, oh, it happens. Trust me. I'm going to go into the technical details on how you actually physically register for the classes later on this video, but at first, I want to talk to you guys just a little bit about how you're supposed to pick certain classes and who you're supposed to talk to and all that good stuff. Make sure you're checking your school's email every single day. Now, you may not even have started school yet, but if you have your school's email address already, make sure that you're checking it regularly. And when you start school in the fall and throughout college, make sure you're checking it multiple times throughout the day because new information is coming into you throughout the day, and you'll also be notified when registration begins. If you already have a major that you know for a fact you want to declare when you get to school, then this will make it so much easier for you versus if you're undecided. Reason being, if you already know that you want to major in this one thing, you can go on the school's website and look at their curriculum guide. What I recommend you doing is getting that curriculum guide and start looking over it to see what classes are required during the freshman portion. Now, curriculum guides may look different depending on your major or your school and everything like that, but I know for me that my curriculum guide, it was based by year. So they had a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior section, and they had what classes you should take your freshman year up until your senior year. You don't always have to take it in this order unless a prereq is required, and a prerequisite is pretty much basically in a nutshell a class that is required to have before that class. You gotta have a certain class before. I can't say it you gotta have a certain class is required before taking that class. There you go. Boom! Got it. Prerequisite. You'll hear that a lot in college. Or prereq for short. As short as that explanation should have been if I wasn't so slow. If for some reason you can't find the curriculum guide online, then you can get it from the department's office. And if you're not on campus already, then wait till you get there in the fall. But you need to make sure that you have a curriculum guide every single semester that you're going through school, because you need to make sure that you're looking at that to know what classes you need to take and what classes you already have taken. So as the semester and as your years go by, you need to make sure that you're highlighting and scratching off the classes that you've already finished, classes that you know for a fact that you have to take next semester, and all of that good stuff. It's just a good way to keep organized of what your schedule is and what's on your transcript and all that good stuff. The person that you go to when you are registered for your classes is your academic advisor. Now, this person, sometimes they know what they're doing, sometimes they don't. Just depends on what day you go to them. They're human, all right? So that's why I say you need to make sure that you are aware of what's going on your transcript. You are aware of what's going on in your department as far as what classes you know for a fact that you need to take, which is why you need to get your hands on a curriculum guide, and you need to make sure that you're keeping track of it, because advisors mess up too. And so you want to make sure that you're not not forced, but making sure that they're not telling you to take classes that you don't even need. Not saying that advisors don't know what they're doing, but they're human too, and they mess up, or sometimes, they may just, don't know what they're doing sometimes. You always want to make sure that you're aware of what's going on with your track to graduation, which is why I say, you're going to hear this word again, curriculum guide. Make sure that you have this curriculum guide so that you can stay on track of the classes that you are required to take, and making sure that you keep on looking at your transcript every now and again to make sure that you know that the classes that you have taken, that you're getting credit for them, that they're accurate. You just want to stay on top of these people, because if somebody mess something up, then you know what I'm saying, your parents gonna have to come to school, somebody gonna have to fight. Another thing that you want to make sure you do is get your PIN number early on. When it's time for registration, your advisor's office is going to be filled. I mean, they're gonna have a schedule. You don't have to schedule a time to meet with them just to get your PIN number. Make sure you go get your PIN from your advisor early on so that when registration starts, you are already ready, good to log in. Register the first day. Do not wait until the middle of the week or the next. Register right when registration opens. Usually this is at midnight. It could be at 8 a.m. It just varies for different schools. Like I said, check your email. You'll know these things. You want to register right when they open. Now, this is a warning. The site may crash. And that's just because a lot of students are on it at the same time trying to register right when it opens. See, y'all smart for something. Everybody on here at the same time. So don't be the stupid one that's still asleep and miss the whole thing. Please keep in mind that high demand classes, popular classes that only have one professor teaching it and it's only for one or maybe even 2 blocks. Keep in mind that these classes fill up quickly. And when I say quickly, I mean it could fill up within the first hour. If for some reason you weren't able to get into a class that you needed because it was full or interfere with another block time that you had and you weren't able to, maneuver that around because it was the only one offered, if you're dealing with any of that, this is what you need to do. You need to talk to the professor who teaches the course and see if you can get an override. An override is when a professor places you in a class even though it's full. You're overriding into the class. That makes sense? Some are cool about it and will say yes. Others will be buttholes and say no. You better. If the professor says that you can't get an override, then your next step is to go to your majors department and see if you can start a petition. Now, what this would do is it would allow you and other students who need this class to sign up, and if you guys get enough names, then they may open another hour block for this class to be taught. Now, for some reason you still can't get into this class, you may have to wait until another semester to take it. But in the meantime, you can go ahead and take another required class that you need that doesn't require a prerequisite. Usually these are your elective or minor type classes such as art or English if you don't major in English, or recess. I miss recess. Now, if you really need to get into this class, really want to get it out the way or whatever, make sure that you are still keeping an eye out on the class, because here's the thing. Once the semester starts, people start dropping from classes like flies. Well, I'm not going to say like flies. I ain't trying to get your hopes up. But you will have some people who drop from the class, whether it's because they're not coming back to school, they didn't pay their financial aid and got dropped, or they got dropped from the class for whatever reason, or they just dropped out the class. All right, now on to the technical details on how to register for classes. I'm going to try not to make this too long. I'm going to just give you a rundown, a gist of it, because it's different for every school. The terms are different, but let's dive right into it. I'm looking right here on my computer. All right, everything is in your student portal. This is the place where you can view your transcript, add classes, drop classes, etc. Comment if you know what movie that's from. You're gonna go onto your school's website and hit students, current students, whatever. Go to your banner area where your student ID number is entered in and all that stuff. Log in. Go to student where you'll see register for classes and everything. And then you want to hit registration, which is add or drop classes. And then you will select the term. And that's it. That's that simple. Once you select the term and you're already in, that's where you'll see all the different majors, and you click on the major, then you see all the different courses offered for that major, and you're gonna look on your nice handy dandy curriculum guide, and you're gonna register as needed. Alright, y'all, that's all I have for you for this video. Make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and hit that notification bell, because I will be back tomorrow with your next Freshman Survival Guide tip. Alright, y'all, I'm Aleigha Nicole, and I am out.